What's going on today, YouTube? So what we got going on today is we're working on this. This is our church bus. Um, got some small little minor things to address on it. You know what? The wind's picking up. Let me put my microphone on, see if that hopefully that'll help. See if that's better. So today we're working on this church bus, and we got a bunch of parts need to go on to it. I say a bunch, more maintenance than anything else. It's been heating up pretty good before the thermostat will finally open up. So we've got a new thermostat and gasket, wiper blades, oil, and an oil filter, and the antifreeze. And we're going to put it all in there today. Now, some other things I didn't bring out here, I forgot it up in the house, was a tube of silicone. We got a roof leak. We're going to try to find out where it's at and try to get it to stop. I'm thinking it's something to do with up there with that antenna or those clearance lights. But we're going to check all the lights too while we got it here and air up the tires. I got one tube of silicone, and it's for the camper. I think we're going to have to maybe get another one because it looks like this stuff needs to be replaced too. While we're checking the lights, I don't think I can fix that one today with that one. But I'll try to find them. I have to order them on eBay or something, I don't know. We'll check all the lights on this thing, make sure everything's working good on it. Air up the tires, I think I already said that. And something that happened well before we bought it, and I've always noticed it, just never noticed that the seam is busted right there. So we'll make sure we put something over the top of that. And Brother Rob, if you're watching this, we're going to try to address that today. We are missing a part, and it's this part, one of these, and I can't just buy that. They want to sell me the whole thing, and we don't need that, so I don't know what we're going to do with this yet. To be honest with y'all, we don't need it to move anywhere. We don't need to go in and out. We may just put a self-tapping screw in there and just leave it. But anyways, this is what we got today, so we're gonna get to working on it. We're not gonna wash it. I wanted to, but it's humid, like bad humid, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow if it doesn't rain today, but for sure it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I don't want to wash it just so the rain can take it all off. But anyways, nothing left to do but get to it. Well, this is going to be fun. Got to get into right there, see if I can zoom into it. I'll see the right there. So got to get that pulled off, put the new thermostat in. Before I do that though, I need to go get a drip pan or drop to go underneath there to make sure anything that drips out it'll catch it. Yes, it probably does need an air filter, but we're not going to do that today because in order to do all that, we have to dismantle all this right here to get that off, and we're going to do it. It's going to happen here actually not too much longer, but I'm just kind of waiting right now because we need to take that centerpiece out if we can and try to weld that little spot up. If I take it out of here, I can weld that up. So when we go to do that, we'll put an air filter in it. But anyways, we'll get my drip pan and we'll be back. Out with the old, in with the new. It was actually quite uneventful. And I'm telling y'all, out of every one of these that I've ever done, I have never had one come out with a gasket that looks like that. and it was clean. I bet you I could have reused it if I was in a pinch. I could have reused it. Just amazing to me. Anyways, got it in there, got it tightened up. I might have to go get some more antifreeze. Gonna drop the oil in it really fast. Change all that out, and then we'll put antifreeze in it. The only reason I'm waiting is because if I miss a little bit here and I got to lay down there, and I don't want to be laying down there with this stuff all over up. You know what I mean? A feller doesn't like that. But we'll get that done, and we'll bring y'all back. All right, oil's dropped, filters on. We put a MacroGuard on it. Fun fact, look up who makes MacroGuard and look up who makes Wix. They might be related. So now it's time to put oil in it. This thing fits, but it ain't the greatest, but it's what a feller's got. And I know I used to have a deal that went in there. The end of it, little, you know what I'm talking about? Had like 5 of them. Can't find one. Don't know where they are. So we'll just use my mittens. And it takes 5 quarts of oil. So what we got here, Rotella T4 15W. It's high. It's diesel oil. No, it's not diesel, but it's got all the, as Vice Grip Garage would say, it's got all the vitamins and minerals and dinosaurs that this thing's gonna need. So this is not gonna work. We're gonna go get something else. All right, YouTube. So we got the expansion bucket full, radiators full, running perfect temp. Doing good. Went ahead and put a little oil on this. Perfect on oil. Like I said, it's running a perfect temp now. It's good. But that was loud. All right, let's go ahead and lower her back down. Does that make a huge difference, right? All right, well, since we is right here, we just as well swap these out. Love how it gives you all the working room you could ever need. Just in case you're wondering. All right, now it's time to address this noisy door. We're going to start out with PB Blaster, but I don't want to openly admit this. The fella's starting to run out of this stuff. Ah, Brother Rob, that's for you, buddy. Now, on Brother Rob's side, it was pretty annoying. Now I'm going to go get something and clean the floor up real fast. Now it's time to start a fun job. Now the stuff I have can go right over this right here. I know that. And I just don't want to do it that way. I'm going to try to get a scraper and get what I can of it off. But if it starts proving to be too much, then I'll just go over the top of it. Again, the stuff honestly I have, it's fine to do that with. But just got to remember where it goes and all that. But let me go get a scraper. Really? Really? Nah, YouTube, I don't have my microphone on me, but I feel like Will Smith. I have a problem with heights. So I'm gonna be quite frank with y'all. Nothing up here is definitively making me think where it's leaking at. I mean, everything looks sealed. I don't know. The antenna's sealed. This thing doesn't have anything around here, so I may put around it, but I don't think that's the problem. I don't know, YouTube. I'm gonna look around and see what I can't find. All right, YouTube. So we're down to the last stretch. Got it back in the driveway. Fixing to check the air and the tires and air them up. I know this stuff looks kind of horrible right now. It actually is self-leveling. As you can see, this stuff's starting to run off the side here because it was sitting at an angle like that, so it was all coming off. Hopefully it'll stop. If not, you know, once it dries, I can trim it off. But I got all these window sills done, and again, I don't know what in the world is causing that thing to leak, so I'll put a little bit right there. After it dries, I may grab a little bit of, you know, black paint on a little brush and kind of touch over the top of it. I don't care if it's bubbled out like that. That doesn't bother me. We're just trying to keep it from leaking inside. So I went ahead and did the seals, or the little seam all the way across the top there, and went around the lights a little bit. And then I just put a bunch right across this rain gutter here. And yeah, I know it's bulked up a little bit right now, but it'll settle inside there. I don't know where it'd be leaking from, but it's irritating, that's for sure. So we're down to the home stretch, like I said. I did put a bead up here. Sorry for the wind. I did put a bead up there. Oh, there it is. Where it's been leaking a little bit. I think we got it. Now, these broken lights up here. There you go. That one. And this one, I'm gonna have to do some hunting to try to find some. I'm not gonna replace them until then. I do feel that we have some issues maybe leaking in from the lights in the front. I don't know. They've got silicone all the way around them. They're not cracked or nothing, so I don't think that's where it's coming from. But if we can get these cheap enough, you know, we may buy new for the top, see if that'll keep it from leaking. But I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all in fast mode, and we'll check the air in the rear tires, and that will conclude today's rebuild. And just in case, it's not a different day, I just had to change shirts. I didn't want to go inside Walmart looking like a wino, though I would have fit in just fine, right? All right, YouTube. So that inside dual is a different wheel than all the other ones, so I can't get to it with the air chuck or to air it up. A little upset about that because, you know, that was an easy fix for whoever put the tires on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop out the outside dual, and we'll see whenever I put it back on there. I'll go ahead and air it up while it's off, see if I can get them to line up better. But anyways, something that could have been super simple is now gonna take longer, but I'll put you on time lapse. All right, YouTube, it's time to end this video. Now, I'm gonna have to do some searching for those lenses. They're the only lights that aren't working, as those broken ones. This stuff is, again, self-leveling. It's really cool stuff. I will come back and I'll clean it up a little bit. And like this stuff right here is coming off. Once it's fully dried, I'll trim it off. Brother Rob, really? Brother Rob, just for you, buddy. Just for you. That's not for you. It's been annoying the entire time. I did put a self-tapping screw in there like I said I would. All that stuff right there, again, I'll come back and clean it up. Did have it on the roof. It is bulked up, but if it doesn't leak, that's what we're going for. All the tires are aired up. I did rotate those back ones so I can air it up now from the inside. I think I got this thing lubed up enough that it'll be okay for a while. Everything's good. Everything's tight. I think we're good for a little while. My wife came out, swept the inside. It needs to be washed out, but again, with the rain, the kids have walked through water and get in the bus. I really hope and pray that we'll be able to fill this thing back up, because we used to have 2 buses running full time, and one of them's a big bus and we'd fill it up. And now we just have this one running. The world's not the way it used to be. There are some things that I'm looking at again on eBay. I'm going to try to find those lens covers. And see that door handle in there, right there? I'm going to try to find one. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to try to find one because it'd be nice to have it. Again, swept everything out. The reason why the door was open is I had a squeak in the front end. That's why I'm parked all weird, because I cannot stand the squeak, and I couldn't figure it out, but it was actually on the front end. I believe it was a shock mount, so I sprayed a whole bunch of lubricant on that. Tested the antifreeze. She is good for well below what it'll ever get here in the North Texas Panhandle. Now, if you're not from North Texas Panhandle, it does snow here, and it might last 2 days, but it does get cold here. We've had a couple of weeks where we had it -10, where people were actually having lines freeze. So it is good for heat and cooling. I did check the brakes, the brake fluid, put some in it. Again, once this totally cures and dries, I'll trim that off and I'll put a little bit of black paint on that. Same with over here. And there was a little crack there, and I was like, just in case. The thing is, if I go in there and start trying to move that stuff now, it'll make a mess. But I believe we're done for now. Only thing left to do is I'm going to take it up, put some gasoline in it, and actually I'm going to go ahead and clean that spot off, do some brake clean. But after that, I'm going to go get some gasoline put in it and put some Bearman in there and go park it, and we'll be running her tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be a revisit on this right here, because everything I've done to it, I think we're done. So maybe, just depends. And let me go ahead and say, if you guys have lasted this long, 2 things. One, I have 122 followers right now, and that is just awesome. You guys have no idea how awesome that is to me. Yes, I understand there's a lot more YouTube containers out there, or content creators out there that are, better than me, but I am thankful for every single one of y'all. And secondly, I know everybody's wondering about the truck. A couple things have come up. One, Micah has got a job and a girlfriend in school. So we are going to talk to his teacher, and we are going to actually have them there at the school pull the motor out and rebuild it. And Micah said he'll try to take videos of it. I'm encouraging him to start a video on his car, because I just think it's an awesome car. Yeah, it's a Maverick, but man, that thing is cool as all get out. But anyways, thank you to the 122 people at this moment that are watching me. I am thankful for y'all. All right, that's it. Have a good evening. One last thing, YouTube, before I end this one. If you come to my page and you want to say something, like comment-wise, I am sorry. Come back. Okay, give me some time, because I upload the video and I turn the comments on, and a couple people comment, and then YouTube turns them off. So then I have to go back in there, turn them back on. It may happen 2 or 3 times. So if you want to say something, I don't care if it's good or bad. You know what I mean? If you can't say anything on this video or any other of my videos, just bring it back. Give me a little time. You can even comment on another video that I have planned that, you know, hey, this video right here isn't playing. And I'll go back and I'll make sure they're turned on. So anyways, that's it. We're gonna go park this thing.